lovely people, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. It's lovely to have you with me again as I adventure in art and craft. Today I'm starting something new, which I've got a lot of things on the go anyway, but it's always fun to start something new, and this is collage, and I do love my collage, in case you hadn't gathered. Margarete Miller is launched 50 collages of art over the next year, one a week, which is not quite a year, but hey ho. Each one will have a theme. Margarete herself is using kind of smallish index cards. Decided I didn't want to use index cards, but I've got quite a few of these TN notebooks that I bought some, and they were really good paper. It was like watercolor type paper that was in them, and I got quite excited about them, bought some more, and it was ordinary paper inside them. And I thought, well, I'll keep it, I'll end up using it. And have I used them? No. But I actually thought this is maybe what I should do. I should use these to collage in, and then maybe I will end up, once this one's finished, maybe then I'll start using the other ones and continue doing one a week regardless, because I've started something, you know, for a whole year doing it. So I kind of hummed and hawed about whether that was the right thing to do or not, because it is a big page. And then as I continued to watch Margarete's video, she'd kind of arranged a collage, and then she said, now, am I going to put anything behind this collage? And I thought, oh, just blown my mind there, Margarete. I never dawned on me. Arrange your collage and then think, right, now think about the background, because I tend to think about the background and then what am I going to put on top of it. So I thought, well, I'm going to try her technique for a bit and see how we get on, and see if I feel, oh, that's okay, I could, that just makes that stand out on that page, even though there's all the white round about it. It makes the collage itself stand out. Or whether I then feel like I want to put some stamping behind it, some stenciling behind it, spray some inks behind it, maybe even, I think if I start getting out my paints and things, then I'm going to be disappointed with this surface. I don't even know how it would go with inks, to tell you the truth. It's quite thin paper. So we'll see. I might get some of my tissue papers out, or napkins, because the other thing is I don't want this to become too, I don't mind it coming chunky. It's going to become chunky. I'm a bit concerned if I'm collaging onto it, how difficult the collaging will start becoming. But it's quite a bendable book. And I'm hoping that what I'll be able to do is, for example, if I get to, say, this page here. See, the pages on the right hand side are always going to be okay. It's the left hand pages that are going to be difficult. And I thought, well, maybe then I don't do anything on the left hand pages and just collage on the right hand page, and then it doesn't matter. Or if I decide I'm going to collage, it's going to depend how much things, we'll see. Let's just start, shall we? Because that's nearly 5 minutes of me prattling, well, 4 minutes of me prattling. Receipt. And I said to myself, I know somewhere, and I think pretty sure it's in this little box of my very small bits. Well, they're not my very small bits. This is the tin of the very small bits. We might have that out as well. In my box of small bits, I'm pretty sure I have got a little yellow receipt that I've had for years, and I've never found the right place to use it. And if I can find that receipt, then maybe we can use it. It was a receipt for a bit of, see, I'm now taking your, I pulled the drawer out, but did I check that the receipt was in here? No, I didn't, did I? And I'm going to go the whole way through this drawer and not find it. One of the reasons I use this particular drawer for these little, there it's there, look at that. See, this receipt was for some dry cleaning, Oh, look, there's the date. The 5th of June, 13. So it's 11 years old, and I've kept it. That was a receipt that actually I've kept, and now I've found a place to use it. I'm definitely going to use that now. Now, what am I going to do? I'm tempted, because the receipt itself is quite plain, to kind of, well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. The other thing Margarete did, which was interesting, was she said she was working on a smaller space, but she restricted herself to 3 pieces. And then she ended up using a 4th piece, and she did the stamping and stuff. But actually, that in itself kind of made me think, oh, maybe that's what I need to do as well. Sometimes is just say, that's the number of pieces you're going to use, Kirsten. So I've got a slightly bigger space. And so I'm going to say that three pieces I know just won't do. I mean, it might do. There might be something really when we get to one and I just go, oh, yep, that's all it needs, 3 pieces. But I'm going to say I'm aiming for round about the 5 pieces. So let's see what we've got that's going to make this. Oh, there's that blade, new blade I did. No, but that can go in there. Let's see what we can find, shall we? That kind of speaks to me. See, now that's speaking to me. Does that go with the yellow? And actually, that's the other thing I'm going to need. Oh, because that's got a bit of yellow in it. I'm going to need something for maybe not that. Something for a focal image, because I don't think that really speaks to me of a focal image. Now, it was a receipt for dry cleaning. Oh, here's another bit with yellow. Oh, look at this. Now, I'll tell you what this is. This was a bit of marbling I did, and then I stamped on a mushroom stamp. I think that's a Tim Holtz mushroom stamp. Hold on a second. It is indeed a Tim Holtz mushroom, and it's that one there, and it comes from this set, Tiny Toadstools. Oh, so it's a toadstool, not a mushroom. Tiny Toadstools CMS 377, and it's that one there. And what I might do now is I might actually leave that set out in case I decide I want to add anything. I'll use that set to add. So I'm quite liking this. See, I've got to 3 pieces, Margarete, and I'm sitting there thinking, maybe I do only need 3 pieces. Maybe I just want a bit of book page. Oh, and suddenly good old book page does it. So I've decided on this layout. Now I'm going to do the Margarete Miller thing of deciding whether I want something in the background. And because this stamp is this tiny toadstool here, I'm thinking that I might use this splatter that's on here behind here, because it kind of ties in with that, and then that's just, it's got, and I think I'm only putting it in that one place actually. Now of course the next decision is what colour, and I'm thinking it maybe needs to be, well, I've got good old rhubarb stock here, and I think good old rhubarb stock might be exactly the right colour for this, because it's a red, but it's not a, you know, a fire engine postbox red. It's got a bit of what's the word I want? Burnt sienna in it. See? Oh, that's looking good. I might have to put some more of that on actually. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think I need another bit up here and a bit down there. So yeah, this is rhubarb stock. And it just, as I say, it's this kind of, it's red, but it's a lovely rich red. It's not a washed out red, even though it's not a in your face red or a kind of burgundy. It's a very, as I say, one of my favourite colours. I think I'm going to put this one up the other way up, so we're seeing a different bit of it. There we go. I think that's very good. I'm going to clean my stamp. Now, in case you were wondering, no, I wasn't thinking of using that stamp. I just thought that if I was going to use a stamp, the chances were a stamp from the same set as a stamp I was already using was going to be suitable. So that's, I wasn't certain I was going to use that stamp. I wasn't certain I was going to use a stamp. I just thought that if I do, something from that was going to, that needs to just go over a bit. That bit goes in there. Come this up a wee bit. There we go. Yep, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to stick that down. And I'm going to do top down sticking, because it just helps me. Some people are very sniffy about top down sticking. It just helps me keep everything in the places I had intended them to be. So top down sticking is, you take your piece that's on the top and you stick it where it's going to touch your next piece, and then you just repeat that process. You have to then go back and fill in, stick some pieces, but that's okay. And you get to a stage where you then just think, I'm just going to glue everything, which is this stage here for me just now, because I think I'm going to be able to catch both these pieces at the same time. Just bring that one down a bit. Let's straighten that one a bit. Catch that without catching the page. This is the trickier bit, is sticking the last one down when you've already got something that you're wanting to stick it on with. But because everything is now in the same place as you want it, hopefully the last stick will also be an easier one, because you're just placing it where you want it. I'm going to, no, I'm not. I was going to edge that with rhubarb stalk, but then I decided not to because there's already a red on that, and I didn't want the reds to clash. Now they might not because it's not clashing with rhubarb stalk down there, but it's different when it's right beside it. There we go, and I don't mind if that hangs out a wee bit. As those of you who've watched me will know, I quite like a bit of overhang. Just want to put a wee bit of glue in there. There we go. Well, I'm not only happy with how that's turned out, I'm happy with the fact that I've learned a new kind of way of thinking and processing how to do some collage. I just need to stick this bit down though because it's going to annoy me. And it's always good learning new ways and new techniques. Doesn't mean to say that's the way we have to do it again or every time, but it's in the learning of the new bit we learn something of our own technique and what makes our heart sing as a crafter, as somebody who dabbles in a bit of art or whatever. I will link Margarete down below so that you can go and find out all about this if you wish to join it, or just go and see her. She has the most delightful little tin box for her index cards. I think it's a Rolodex box because she did have Rolodex cards for it at one point that she was thinking of using. But it's a lovely little box, lovely little tin box. But I don't have that, but I do have this. And so this is now going to, and at some point I might collage on the front, but not at the moment. I'm going to wait to see how we get on. But that's week 1 done. A week behind, so I might try and do week 2 later on this week. So week 2 is paint chip, which is something that's not easy to get hold of in this country, so I might end up doing something else. And turning over this page, as I expected, we are seeing the ink through this page because it's not very good paper, and also you can see there's a bit of crinkly going on. So we're not going to use the left-hand pages, we're just going to use right-hand pages, and we'll see where we go. Thank you so much for watching. You take care, and remember, keep crafting. Bye for now.